The Magepunk Phantom or the Oni Phantom? Which is the better skin in Valorant? We have the latest premium Phantom added to the game compared to an old favorite. Firstly, I'll be comparing these two skins on the sound, and I think the reason that Oni has been so popular for so long is due to the sort of subtle sound effects it has when you're shooting and reloading. They're faint, but they're definitely there if you listen for them. Compare that to Magepunk, where the sound effects are almost a lot more aggressive. I particularly like the reload sound and the surge of electricity at the end when your gun is done reloading. So I'll say that Magepunk has the better sound, but if you want something a little more subtle, then maybe Oni is for you in this case. Moving on now to the base design or model of the skins, and I'll just preface this by saying that I've always been a big fan of the Magepunk collection, and I am glad they finally added a Phantom, so maybe I'm a little biased here and this could even be considered controversial, but I think Magepunk has the better overall design. Oni is still incredible, do not get me wrong, I love the mask at the bottom and the glow in the eyes. Both really nice touches, but I just prefer Magepunk personally. Now, animations are normally something I cover in videos like this, and I'll look at things like the reload, inspect, and equip animation, but in this case, both of these skins actually just stick to the default for all three. Compare that just to, for example, Reaver, which has a completely different reload animation, just in case you weren't sure what I was talking about here. So because that's the case with neither the skin having extra animations, what I'll compare instead is the effects, with the electricity of the Magepunk versus the effect coming out of the mask on the Oni, which is sort of iconic at this point, but I think it's outclassed by Magepunk because the electricity not only looks amazing, but contributes more to the sound as well. For the variants, I had a pretty tough time deciding which is better, because when it comes to Oni, I like all four and will find myself swapping between them all the time, but I'm not like obsessed with any one variant, whereas for Magepunk, I absolutely love the gold and black variants, but I'm not too fond about the others. So I think with that in mind, I'll say that Oni has the better variants just because they're all great across the board, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about which of these two skins has the better variants. Both of these skins have just the one finisher across all variants as well, which obviously makes sense for Oni since it was made a little while ago, but I was a little disappointed that this was the case with Magepunk as well, especially since they went to the effort of making all those new variants. Even without the color changing though, I think that I still prefer the Oni finisher. It sounds awesome and it's basically just a classic finisher at this point. So yeah, I'd say that Oni is better for the finisher. Lastly, we have the price, and both of these skins will set you back 1,775 Valorant points since they're both premium tier. So keeping in mind that they are the same price, I think that Magepunk gets you more bang for your buck. Oni has a nicer finisher and the variants are close, but personally I feel like it's outclassed almost everywhere else. I'm wondering a bit if we're starting to get to the point where newer skins for the same price as old ones will start becoming better and better, but regardless, let me know what you guys think between the Magepunk Phantom and the Oni Phantom, which is better.